Yo, what's good YouTube? Welcome back to Grim. Today we're reacting to a hilarious video of flat earthers debating against actual scientists, so keep watching until the end to see all of the stupidity that's about to go down. Seriously, this is about to be a wild ride. Also, quick note, check out how I started this game, bruh, and how it ended. Your boy is seriously a COD phenom, but enough of that. Let's meet these people, shall we?
You think the other model is the shape of the Earth?
2, 1, 0.
Yep, the Earth is definitely a flat surface with metal surrounding it, and the stars are just a half dome that is illuminated above us. Someone get B.O.B. in here to lecture us on the true shape of the planet, alright? He's the only one that knows the full truth, because these scientists don't know what they're talking about, alright? I gotta get this out of the way before we move on. Obviously, that was sarcasm. Look, I love all my viewers. You guys are seriously the best, but if any of you are actually out there thinking that the Earth is flat, y'all gotta read some books or something, bruh. I love conspiracies. Like, seriously, they are probably my favorite thing to read about, or I don't know, entertain myself with, but the flat earth theory is just one of the most wildly idiotic things I've ever seen, and I don't really get how it's made a comeback. We didn't think this since like the Dark Ages, dude. So don't take it personally, but also, like, change your mind on that, please. You're insane if you actually think it's flat.
I don't think, I know for a fact it's a globe.
It's like we have this picture of reality that's a big puzzle piece, and then one of those pieces just wasn't fitting.
I love that the scientist is like, I don't think, I know the Earth is a globe, because this man has been doing so much work in this field. He is smart enough to realize the actual evidence and data we have to prove it. And then you got these flat earthers over here that are just like, society is a puzzle, bro. And like, it just wasn't adding up. So, I mean, when I look out the horizon, why don't I see a curve, bro? It just doesn't make sense. Look, the Earth is a flat surface, all right? And the edges are just ice walls or something like Game of Thrones.
What are you hoping to get from the discussion with the other side?
I'd like to tear them to pieces.
Literally, bro, the juxtaposition of these two groups are insane. All the scientists seem very passionate, as well as they are calm and collected and very level-headed about this. And then you got a dude that looks like he should be selling you guns in GTA 5. Like, I want to tear them to freaking pieces, bro. These science morons got no idea what they're talking about, all right? Absolute hooligans, the whole lot of them. I'm gonna give them a knuckle sandwich if they don't get their head straight about this.
So I actually got to the point where I had to go out and put my own eyeballs on it. So we went out to an observation at Salton Sea, and things just didn't add up down there.
I already really dislike Wendell, bruh. I mean, I don't want to call him out, but what kind of experiments are you doing out here on this horizon? Is his experiment literally what I memed on earlier, scanning the whole view of this mountain range in front of him and saying to himself, yep, that's pretty far, but it looks flat from what I can see. Case closed. Like, come on, Wendell, open up your brain, bro.
It's pretty easy to say YouTube isn't research, but when you spend enough time, you're picking up quite a bit.
So the question that they just asked this group of people was if the internet was a big reason for confirming their beliefs. And it's kind of funny, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but all the flat earthers agreed with that statement, and none of the scientists did. Gee, I wonder why that is. Maybe because loony people making hundreds of videos on YouTube doesn't quite compare to actual academic research and literature, which these guys have obviously studied, the scientists I mean. This dude's saying that you can actually find facts on YouTube, and I'm not going to deny that YouTube is obviously a very great place to learn. Like, I used to do Counter-Strike tutorials. Those were legit. I'm not trying to tell you how to not win in Counter-Strike, but all these flat earth videos are just pseudoscience, all right? But these people standing behind them, the scientists, went to school for years to learn about all this stuff. That's gonna be so much more concrete and accurate than some random YouTubers you find or random flat earth blogs on the internet. And that goes for anything. I'm not just talking about flat earth. There's so much misinformation on the internet, you'd be surprised.
There is a percentage of people that if they saw a YouTube video that was not within their scientific chops to refute on the face of it, would believe anything out there.
See, this dude just said exactly what I was trying to say, but in better terms. Guys, you can't just watch some YouTube videos and decide that the Earth is actually flat or something. Like, I doubt any of these people have done actual research when it comes to these claims that they hear, and just as soon as they hear something that backs up their bias or their idea, they're like, yep, that's good evidence right there. Like, these channels have insane videos. I've seen some flat Earth videos, and if they can't explain something, they just do insane mental gymnastics to get around it so that they can continue believing in this insanity. Then once again, you have people over here that have spent years studying the sciences and the actual factual evidence, well, that rhymed, of the Earth being round, that are trying to explain just how gullible and dumb the people can be on the internet.
You should read what NASA says, and you should listen to what
I
NASA
would
says.
love to see your NASA evidence that the Earth is
It's
flat.
only their contradictory issues.
Okay.
All right, I'm sick of Vest Guy right now. He's actually saying, you should read what NASA says, bro. As if NASA has come out and said, yep, the Earth is flat, guys. Like, what are you talking about? about. What could you possibly even think to use that as an argument, dude? These people are so delusional that it's even hard to have a conversation with them, to be honest. Like, these scientists are way more patient than I am.
This is a brilliant opportunity to speak. We've been suppressed, censored by mainstream media. Alternative media is just a thing of beauty for me.
You know, dude, maybe we just suppress flat earthers because the other 99% of us living and breathing in this universe don't even want to give you delusional morons any airtime. This dude's acting like he's a part of this giant coalition that's fighting against society, and we're just the brainwashed sheep, even though he and his fellow flat earth believers are the ones that are denying hundreds of years of science because they saw a convincing YouTube about it and just changed their mind. Kind of funny when you look at it that way, honestly.
I view the other side as uneducated.
I'm running.
They think you're
I'm
uneducated.
running for this.
Dude, I'm done. This guy just said, I'm running. These guys are morons. Like, that is so disrespectful, dude. Also, I have no way of knowing if any of these flat earthers have any college degrees. I'm sure they do. But I know for sure that all of these scientists, all three of them, have plenty of education between the three of them. So for all three of these flat earthers to just say, yep, scientists are dumb, is insane to me. Notice how none of the scientists went to walk over? Because these scientists are logical thinkers that understand that these people may be really delusional about this and incredibly wrong, but you know they might still have an education or brilliance in another field or another form. Definitely not science, though. Man, this really just blows my mind.
Instead of looking at evidence and letting the evidence guide to where the ultimate conclusion is, they start with a conclusion and then they try to cherry pick evidence to support their pre-drawn conclusion.
Even the explanation of their stance on this is 100 times better than the flat earthers, dude. This guy just brilliantly stated what's wrong with flat earth people and why their logic just doesn't add up. And they instead just sat there like, these guys are probably shills and don't even believe in the real experiments we have done to prove the earth is flat, like calling them names and stuff. The difference in not only scientific knowledge, but also respect and the ability to state your point is crazy here. This is like having the Mariners play against a 6-year-old team of t-ball players, dude. It's not even fair at this point.
So guys, real quick, I have a super fast challenge that only takes 5 seconds to complete. So if you can leave a like and subscribe within the next 5 seconds, you'll get 10 years of amazing luck.
Show me a globe spinning with clouds and a moon. Show me home, and I think I could shut up easily. I think I could shut up.
We have shown you, bruh. But nah, any actual footage we have of the Earth at this point is clearly just some Photoshop whiz, which is definitely what this dude would call it, because he would be the type to call video effects and CGI Photoshop. I already know that, alright? He's like if Mario was a boomer that also had terribly misguided scientific beliefs. But what is this guy needing from NASA in order to prove this? Like, does someone at NASA need to get him on the line and invite him out to the next voyage? Is this dude gonna actually have to be in a spaceship to see that the Earth is round and finally start believing it?
We see too far. We see too far. We should not be able to see. I live in Dana Point.
Okay.
I can see San Clemente Island, which is 60 miles away.
I was joking earlier about them using their sight on the horizon as evidence because I knew they were dumb, but like I said that ironically, I didn't think they were that far gone. But turns out I was wrong, as Karen over here can clearly see San Clemente Island from her beach, which is a whole 60 miles away, guys. Aren't eyes just weird how they can see super far? Oh wait, I forgot the Earth is literally huge, so for you to be able to see a clear curvature, you would have to be probably miles and miles away from the Earth itself to have enough of a vantage point for it.
I've been into astronomy since I was 10.
It's faulty logic. It's completely faulty logic.
Look, dude, I appreciate that you have been into science and astronomy and studying it since you were 10, but I've seen a crap ton of YouTube videos on this. Your logic is faulty, okay? Let me talk to your freaking manager, bucko. You got quite the nerve to talk to me about science, you scientist.
Scientific consensus is possible.
Scientific consensus is possible.
What is the question?
I don't understand the question.
Scientific consensus is possible.
What do these words mean? I thought I was just gonna sit here and yell at these PhD-having nerds about how wrong their whole life work has been. I don't know what any of these words mean, man. Can you repeat the question?
New ideas have limited access to media and limited exposure until we're in university curriculums.
Oh my god, I'm so sick of this dude. So Boomer Mario is still over here going on about how media is suppressing the flat earthers once again. And I gotta say, his usage of the term new ideas is pretty funny here. Does he not know that flat earth was a big theory like back when Aristotle was around or something, like super long ago, bruh? And we deaded that a while ago. The world forgot about it because everyone was on board with the actual scientific evidence that people were discovering and had gathered to prove it otherwise. We got out of the dark ages. I know it's surprising, but then the internet existed, and we all know that the internet is best, but also the worst at the same time. So all this junk started to come back up, and it actually started to gain movement once again. I guarantee the flat earth people on the OG internet were just trolls trying to, just mess with people for the most part, and then stay-at-home moms on Facebook started picking up on it, and it just went downhill from there. Overall, guys, this video is fire, but it's like half an hour long, and I really can't get through all of this content in one video, so I highly recommend you check out the original video after this. It's made by Jubilee, and as long as you aren't going to get too frustrated at people talking over each other, it's a great watch, especially if you enjoy the humorous side of it. I hope I didn't offend any of my viewers once again who might believe for some reason that this earth is flat, but I mean, it's just such a wrong theory that I can't not meme on you guys. Come on, that's like prime content. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one, and until then, peace out.